What's up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and today we are talking future technology, primarily the Xbox 720, and some interesting new developments here. Now, there's been a website that just recently posted a apparent patent filing from Microsoft, and this thing, the way I'm reading it, the way I'm looking at these pictures, I can totally see this happening, and it would really change the way we play games, and really, I think they finally figured out a way to immerse you into the game. So there's a lot of companies that are working on different ways to try to immerse you in the game. In gaming, there's always this evolution. You know, we started out with Pong and very simple graphics on screen, and then it went to 2D and then 3D, and then we got into high definition TV, and now they're kind of getting into 3D. 3D I'm not really too impressed with because for people like myself, I wear glasses. So putting on another pair of glasses just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me. It gives me a headache. I don't like it. Same thing goes for Sony. Sony's actually working on a headset, and this is cool for people who don't wear glasses and stuff, or who can afford it. But anyway, it would fit over your head, and it's going to give you a better screen so that you can see all the way around you. Because, of course, the problem with gaming is you're just looking at a screen. And it's not like real life where you have peripheral vision and you can see all the way around you. You're limited you're limited by whatever size TV that you have. So if you have a 61-inch screen TV, then you're limited by that. Or if you're playing on a 24-inch TV, then you're limited by that, and that's all you can see. And so you're only looking at whatever your character sees right in front of you. But how many times have we been in a situation where, even in multiplayer, a lot of times I'll be running right behind an enemy and I'll just be laughing, you know, because they have no idea that I'm there. But what if they did know that I was there? Not by sound, but by sight. What if you could see the peripheral vision of the game without wearing a headset, without wearing special goggles or something else like that? And it turns out that Microsoft may have figured out a way to be able to do this. Now, this is a story that I posted up on the front page of VGN. Links in the description box so you can go read it all about it. But anyway, this website apparently got a hold of these files, a patent filed by Microsoft, and it shows this, what they're calling an environmental or depth sensor camera. And what it does is it sits on top and it displays the image, the peripheral image of the game on all the walls. So it's on the back side of the TV. So it's not just showing you what you're seeing on TV. It's actually going out further and showing you what you're not seeing on your TV. And it displays all on the sides, even on the back. So imagine this. Imagine you're in a game and you're in Battlefield 3 and you're looking out this one doorway, but there's another entranceway behind you. If you get up and move your character and turn all the way around, you might get killed from the way you were just looking. Imagine this. What if you were playing the game and you could literally just turn your head around and see what's displayed on the back of your wall, and actually see what's behind you or beside you, or you're running down a canyon and you can see out of your peripheral vision what's happening around you? That's what this thing does. It actually displays the entire view of what's happening in game in your living room or in your bedroom, wherever you're at. And I think this is incredible. And so when I started reading about this, the first thing I thought was, well, this sounds great, but man, how is that going to work if I'm sitting there playing a game? Is it going to be flashing a light all in my face? And this actually, the way they talked about it, it could set up with your Kinect. And so your Kinect, of course, the future of Kinect, we've talked about that before. I posted a video up of it, and I'll post a link below if you didn't catch that, where we talked about where Kinect is going. Kinect's going to get a lot more sophisticated, where they can monitor your hand movement, your finger movement, so it can keep track of every single finger that you have. And they even talk about being able to track your eyes and where your eyes are looking. So this technology is going to get a whole lot better. And the way it talked, it was like Kinect could actually see where you're standing or where you're sitting, and so it would tell the display or an environmental camera to not display light in your direction so that you're not blinded by the light, so to speak. So yeah, immersion, complete immersion. taking your gaming off the screen and displaying it in your surrounding environments. Now, this display sensor, there's a lot of things to it. It gets pretty technical, a lot more than I'm getting in this video, of course. But it talked about it had sensors in there where it would be able to see the light that it was displaying or refracting off the walls or elements in your room, so it would know to, try to tighten that up to make the screen or image as clear as it possibly could without distorting, even if you have shiny objects or something in your room. So I believe this could be an excellent step forward for immersion in the gaming world. A great way to take the game off the screen and be able to display it in a way that you can't do with other things. And again, now, whenever I last talked about the Xbox 720 and the leaked documents that came out, which Microsoft got their lawyers on and actually got these documents taken off the webs, so that they have to have some sort of legitimacy to them. Last time, whenever I talked about that, we talked about augmented reality glasses. That's talked a little bit about here. And so just some really interesting things coming up. Now, they also mentioned that this is more like in the future, not necessarily coming as soon as the Xbox 720 releases, kind of like they did with the Xbox 360. You know, the Xbox 360 was on the market for several years before they ever talked about Kinect or they ever released Kinect. So it was a way to add on to your gaming system to still make it improved and an improved experience without having to bring in a whole new system. So that's what they're looking for. They're looking forward to several years down the road where they can bring out these things like in 2014 or 15 or 16, whatever, and say, hey, here's a new add-on, here's augmented reality glasses, or here's this environmental display, which basically turns your room into the game. So that is where we are headed with consoles. It's exciting, guys. Check out the links in the description box if you want to know more, or if you want to catch the latest news as it happens. Be sure to check out VGN, videogamesandnews.com, links in the description box. Also, if you want to see the images from this thing, what I'm going to do is the website, I'll leave a link in there, but the website, as I'm recording this right now, it's down. I'm not sure if they got just totally overwhelmed and so the website's being pushed down. But what I'll do is I'll leave a link to my Facebook page, and I'm going to copy the images there, and I'll post them there for you to see, so you can go and check out what this would kind of look like if you're not very imaginative and you can't kind of visualize what I'm describing here. It's pretty fantastic. And so leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this technology, how great it would work, or how it would change gaming. And there's all types of scenarios that you could come up with that this would actually be really useful, where you can't see in game what's really happening, but now all of a sudden that could completely change. So there you go, Xbox 720, the future of gaming. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Be sure you click that like, comment, and please subscribe. Follow me, and that way you get to catch up on all the greatest news as it happens, because I'm always doing that here on this channel. So that does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.